Quintrale Davis, good to see you.
Good to see you too.
It's been a good week of practice. What's practice been like this week?
It's been tough, but we know we got a big opponent coming up, so we're getting ready for them next.
I bet none of the practice you probably hadn't talked anything at all this week about a couple of things I was thinking about. I bet there's been no talk about. Good to see you, Coach.
Doing good.
We're going to talk to you in just a few minutes.
Okay.
I bet you guys have not talked all this week about number 5 or number 1. Those two guys on Dudley. I bet Hooker and Young. Those guys don't. They're not even a focus at all this week. Probably not, right? How about those two guys? What do we got to do to? I mean, if I'm Coach Kirkpatrick, I'm thinking the same thing. We got to get some focus on those two guys,
right?
Because that's the strength of their offense over at Dudley these days.
Yep. I mean, we just got to execute as a team, as a whole. We just got to do our job, do our part, and hopefully, we come out with a win.
Do you like I mean, you're headed over there, going over Dudley. Do you like the challenge heading in there?
Oh yeah, most definitely, because I play with them against them for going on my 3rd year now, and it's been quite a challenge. But I'm ready to step it up.
You beat a team like Dudley, being Smith. You beat a team like them. That's the fun part. That's the fun of the challenge. It's fun to beat teams sometimes with any win we can get. But if we're looking for a good quality win, you beat Dudley. That's going to be a challenge and a quality win if you beat them tomorrow night.
Oh yes sir, yes sir. It's a huge momentum if we beat them going into the next game after that.
And what's been your best game so far this season for you as a player? What's been your best game?
Well, see, for me, I had a minor setback with my knee injury, but I say my Western game was
Western Guilford.
Mm-hmm.
You guys won that one pretty handily. What about what you do good in that game? What went good for you that night?
Well, see, I'm at corner now, so just to jam on the receivers, working on my technique, just being there for my team.
You think about Western Guilford, the challenge there, and you guys defeated them. That's been your only win so far.
Mm-hmm.
Tough losses, few tough losses. That tough loss to Burlington Cummins. We got to get over that loss, right?
Yeah,
that was
we
a
do.
tough one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a tough one there. How about kind of express yourself from Quintrale Davis' standpoint? What's your time been like at Smith the past couple of years, over the past 4 years or so? What's it been like for you over there?
My past 4 years, I mean, it's been a good experience. I love where I'm at. I wouldn't go back and change what I done because it made me who I am today.
That's the next question. You've already read my mind. Next question is, if we had to go back to the 9th grade, if we could turn back time, would you go back and change anything?
No, I wouldn't.
Do it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're on the road, right? Senior year, right, this year?
Senior year.
You're on the road to graduation. Got to be feeling pretty good about that, too.
Yes, sir.
What does the future hold for Quintrale Davis? What can you tell us about your future?
Hopefully I'll go to college, to play ball there. Just see how it goes.
Any colleges in mind you'd like to attend? Any colleges might be talking to you possibly?
I have a couple colleges in mind, but as of right now, I'm not sure yet.
Hadn't narrowed it down to too many choices right now as far as that goes. Talk about turning back time. What must you do to win this Friday? What do you guys got to do again to make sure you come back away, headed back home toward Holden Road, High Point Road with a victory over Dudley tomorrow night? That'd be a great bus ride back if you guys could get that win.
Yes, sir. We just got to stay disciplined, just had that energy when the first quarter hits to the end of the quarter.
What are some things you did back during the summer to get ready for your senior year as far as workouts and training and things like that goes, some things you did?
Hitting the weight room a lot, and also working on my technique as a DB, and just knowing that I have to step up now because the team needs a leader, and I feel like I can be that leader. Have
you always been at that DB spot, or did you also do some wide receiver maybe at one time a little bit?
I did a little bit of slot last year, but since my injury, they just put me at DB right now.
What was an injury? Was it a shoulder injury, you say?
It was a knee injury.
Knee injury. How'd that happen?
It was the first week of Wednesday, the first week on the game week, and I hyperextended it, and now I might have torn my meniscus.
Really? Is that what they say? Mm-hmm. And they're probably saying you can go ahead and play out the rest of this year if it doesn't get any worse. And
right.
How does that injury feel? What's some of the feeling when that knee starts to hurt? Does it feel like something torn in there or something?
It's just tightness. Tightness, all it is.
I've had some knee trouble lately myself, and I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with my knee before I go to the doctor. Sometimes it feels like there's kind of like a little stitch or something. They're kind of scratching in that knee possibly there. And I hope it's not anything. I keep hoping every day it'll get a little bit better if it's not torn, but sometimes you got to work on those injuries to keep going. But you feel pretty confident about yours now.
Oh yeah. And I I also know that if I gotta get out for a couple blows, then that's when Coach KP gonna help me out. Sub somebody in for me.
And mainly when your therapy was, your treatment was pretty much just rest for the most part?
Yeah.
How many, did you have to sit out a couple of games?
Yeah, the first 2 games of the season.
That was hard too, probably, right?
Yeah, it was hard.
It's hard to sit out any games, but the first 2 is always tough, especially your senior year as far as that goes. What would you say your team strength is over at Smith? What's the team strength you think?
I say our defense. Just knowing that we played with each other before, so we just have to execute this Friday and show what we know what we can be.
What do you think a team weakness might be? Some things you guys are working on to get better at. What's maybe a team weakness?
Just discipline overall. Just discipline.
Always discipline, getting better in that regard. Say you're coming out of college, you go to college and play college football. Coming out of college, headed toward the pros, and a pro team approached you about playing for them. They said, we want you to play, but we're not going to pay. We want you to come in and stay with us for a little while and just work your way in playing pro football. There'll be no salary, there'll be no contract. If you play well and do well for us, then we'll write you a check. Would you try that deal?
Yeah, I would.
It'd be worth a try just to be on a pro team, right?
Yes, sir.
Now, who would you want to play for if you were playing a pro football? What team would you join? Or
the Carolina Panthers.
I'm liking them too these days. I was a Redskin fan. I don't think I didn't jump on the bandwagon just here because I've been with them for a while now, but it seems like a lot of people are coming the way of the Panthers. I think that's a good thing too.
Oh, yes, sir.
Got any favorite players on that team? If I were you, I'd want to be Josh Norman.
Josh Norman, yeah.
I like that guy. That guy gets up and did you see him last Sunday?
Yes,
he
sir.
picked off 2 passes and the other one he went up and I don't think I'd even throw against that guy, although they went at him quite a bit. And the play the week before has been up the end zone, just kind of floated in the air, grabbed that ball and then came down.
Yes, sir.
If you could have on the Panthers, so you're a Panthers fan, right?
Yes, sir.
If you could have Josh Norman, or you could go to Dallas and get Greg Hardy and send Josh Norman to Dallas, would you make that switch and bring Greg Hardy back, or keep Josh Norman?
That's a tough question. I keep Josh Norman just because I feel confident in the defensive line.
Because he's good now. If you went and got Greg Hardy, I don't know if Greg Hardy would even fit in that team system now. I don't know if the team even fit, but right now, boy, they believe in Josh Norman back there. The team believes in. They believe in Cam Newton too.
Yeah, they do.
What do you think the change has been for him? Because he's gotten better this year than he was last year, and he may not be posting as big a numbers as he did last year.
Just knowing that, he can't run that much now. He got to be the actual pocket passer that he.
Exactly. One thing you learn until you learn to do is learn to slide. You learn when to get down, not try to keep going.
Yes, sir.
I slid. I hit the corner of that tail. I didn't get there then. How about Quintrale Davis with the Smith Eagles? Who do you think the top ACC team is? ACC football these days. Is it Clemson? I'm giving you 2 choices. You may have somebody else. But do you think the top ACC team now would be Clemson or Florida State?
Both of them looking pretty good right now, but I'll say Clemson.
They're definitely on the way up. I know Florida State's been the champion before with Jameis Winston back when he was there. I think Clemson is the team on the way up right now. Got a favorite new TV show? Watch any TV? Any TV program?
I'm a Sports Center kind of guy.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got any favorite Sports Center people you watch a lot on there?
No.
Let's see. Have you ever heard this guy? I don't know him all these days. Know very few of them. I don't get to watch it much. But what about Jonathan Coachman? Ever seen the coach on there?
Yes,
Check out the
sir.
coach. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I was just watching Ron Jaworski, trying to figure out these Sports Center people. These guys have been on there so long, they got a little older. Ron Jaworski. But the coach is not bad on Sports Center. Jonathan Coachman, give him a shout out. Got a favorite YouTube video you watch?
YouTube video.
Do you watch any YouTube videos?
I say this. Before the season started, I watched the YouTube video that I always watch would be the Northwest versus Smith last year.
Watching last year's game back, getting ready for this year's game. You had a pretty good game in that game last year? No?
I didn't play.
Didn't play, so you just watched it to see what Northwest was doing. Learning process. I like that. Not bad at all. What's your favorite convenience store? Got a favorite convenience store?
No, sir.
I want to throw a name out there. Have you heard of these guys? Sheets. You ever go to Sheets? Sheets convenience store?
I heard of them. I don't go there.
It's a good one. I tell you, I thought some people might name Sheets. Maybe they will later. How about, do you like to eat breakfast at night? We're going to eat a good Shane's Rib Shack meal. What about breakfast at night? You like breakfast in the evening?
Nah.
I know know some people are going that way at some of the restaurants. Last night I had a sausage biscuit and a hash brown about 8:30 or 9. That was my evening meal. Great. Loved it. It's very good. I recommend it. Greensboro Fair, Dixie Classic Fair. You got the State Fair in Raleigh. You go to the State Fair, one of those fairs, and you can pet the horse, you can pet the cow, or pet the goat, or all of the above. Which animal do you pet?
I say all of the above.
Check them all out.
Yeah.
Some guys sort of said you just go with a horse. I think if I can pet the horse, I can also pet the cow. And if I've already pet 3 of the animals, I'm going to pet the third one too, pet the goat as well. Okay. World Series. Do you like the Cubs? Do you like the Cardinals? Do you like the Mets? Do you like the Dodgers? Do you like the Royals? Do you like the Blue Jays? Who do you like? Do you like the World Series? Do you watch some?
I watched a little bit. My favorite team is the Yankees, but
they got knocked out that game the other night. They got beat 3-0, 3-1? Yeah, 3-0 against the. Who beat them? The Astros beat them the other night. 3-0 game. So the Yankees are gone. Any favorite now?
No favorites. I'm just watching now.
See what the Cubs do. A lot of people liking the Cubs.
Yeah, the Cubs.
Check out those guys too. Okay. A couple more questions. We'll fly through this. High school question. Do you think the games on Friday night, should they start at 7 o'clock or 7:30? What's your favorite time to start a football game on Friday?
7:30.
A little bit later. How about the weeknight games? Do you guys play on Monday against High Point Andrews? Should you start at 7 or 7:30 or maybe even at 6?
I say 6.
Early on weeknights, game day. What's your favorite class at Smith? What are you studying over there?
My favorite class is advanced game. It's a CTE class.
What is that class like?
It's real fun.
Is that in the classroom or in the gym or advanced game?
It's in the classroom.
What do you do? Do something on the computer? What do you got?
You make games and stuff like that.
Who's your teacher there? Can you give a shout out to the teacher?
Shout out to Miss Roberts from Advanced Games.
Outstanding. Any other Smith Golden Eagle teammates you might want to throw a shout out to tonight?
Shout out to my boy Jalen. He here with me.
Gotcha.
Xavier, Nashawn Gill, and just the rest of the whole team, man.
Who is, let's see, I'm trying to think of a few more things. Another Smith player I was thinking about. Who is that kid that plays football, also wrestles? His name was, I know the kid, he was over at Kaiser, they came to Smith.
Oh, down in Richmond?
Yeah, that's my man right there. My man's sticking tough. Is he hanging tough?
Yeah,
Is he healthy? Not injured?
He's a little banged up right now, but he's working to get ready for Friday.
Glad you brought up, because I like that kid. I saw him, he played at Kaiser back in the day, and he also wrestles at Smith, works hard.
Yes, sir.
Do you do any other sports as well? Any sports?
Outdoor track.
Doing track. What event?
Long jump.
Long jump. 23, 24, 25 feet?
Nah, not yet. 18-7.
Not bad. Making a move. I'm going to let you roll, Quintrale Davis.
All
Good
right.
job. Thank you for being at Terrace. Make sure you get your meal. Enjoy that. And good luck in the Dudley game. Number 5 and number 1. I hope you get some sleep tonight, but don't go to sleep without thinking about those 2 numbers.
Oh, yes, sir.
Control those guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you much. Good luck to you. Shane Dripshack for a big Thursday.